I really didn't follow him closely, but upon his death, just kind of doing the research and watching everybody celebrate him and learn so much about him, I began to realize that we lost somebody that was valuable. And so I began to talk to Destiny about it, and only to find out that you guys brought him here into Dallas to not too long ago, about a month or so.
Yeah, February. So we had By the Block with him speaking as a headliner. It was an event that the Power Strip organization with Campusitainment came together for Dallas to talk about real estate, music, and finance, which he was all about. I've had so many people come to me and say, you know, Nipsey's the reason why I started investing in stocks. Nipsey's the reason why I bought property. Nipsey's the reason why I started my store. That's how influential he was and how much of an impact he made on people. And that's why it was important for us to bring him to Dallas to speak to the community, and why it was important to him to come and speak, and he was excited about it, and to speak to other cities even further with the Bible Block.
And we need people like Nipsey. I worked for years on the west side of Chicago, right in the middle of the hood, where you saw a lot of black on black crime, violence, drugs. We work with some of these people, and so to lose somebody like this, it's like it hurts our neighborhoods to hear the things that he was doing. He was going back, and I watched the story where he went back to the very place that was mistreating him as another person that bought it, and now that person has to pay him rent. And it breaks my heart, but what breaks my heart more than anything is that it was allegedly another black young man that took his life. And you have your thoughts about that?
I do. I have my own thoughts. So I look at situations like this, and immediately my thought is the same thing that happened to Martin Luther King. It's the same thing that happened to Malcolm X. It's the same thing that happens to any African American person who is doing any type of good for that fact, and trying to help us to succeed as a people and as a community. It's like we can't have any leaders, and it really, like I said, that is what hurts me the most, is because I look at what happened in the 60s and how following, we had the 70s and the 80s, and the movement died. Right. It did. Like, the quote-unquote war on drugs began, and our people were set back, I feel like, another 30, 40 years because of it. And so for us to finally be making strides and making progress to where we have people like Nipsey, not just rapping to make hip-hop music, but I think Gary Vee calls him a psychologist, and just talks about the way that there's such an art to how he produced his music and the messages that he was giving us. Like, if you never listen to his music, now is the time more than ever, because there's so much, like you said, value and education and knowledge in it. And so for them to take away something like that, someone like that we had, that was being this role model and influence in the community, it hurts, like you said, everybody.
It hurts everybody. I guess I can imagine how the disciples felt when they lost Jesus at 33.
Exactly.
You know, so I just thought about that, you know, his age, 33, Christ, okay. Yes. I just think, I don't, like I said, I hadn't followed him, but just seeing the things he was doing in the community, the positive role model that he was for many black young men, does my heart well. I heard somebody say, now, I know there are some people who think that the guy who did is kind of like a Judas, but I also heard someone talk about, just from my opinion, not saying this is right, talk about that we have to stop, you know, being haters of one another, that when somebody has opportunity to make it out and to do something positive, you know, even if they don't want you around, or even if they won't do what you want to do, or whatever the reason was around it, there's never a reason to take another person's life, especially somebody who is doing something to impact and change our community. And I just think it speaks to our culture that there's some healing that we need. Do you agree?
No, definitely.
From one another, that we won't be what they call crabs in the barrel, that
right.
soon as one is getting out, and
right.
just because they won't pull you with them, nobody owes us anything. And I feel like all of us, kind of what I'm talking about on my YouTube channel today is all of us have been dealt bad limits. All of us have been dealt things that are good or bad, but it's how you take that and what you do with it, and stop looking at coveting what somebody else has, and stop being jealous or competing with somebody else, and really find out what you have and let that be the thing to propel you into the life that you desire. And not, like I heard somebody else say, stop worshiping materialism or stop worshiping being famous. It's not about that, you know. It's about living a life that not only serves you but serves others as well.
Right. I agree. You know, find what, and I think too is we're always gonna have people who are quote unquote lost.
Right.
And you know, we can't change the fact that he was killed. We can't go back. We can't go back and change that someone made that decision for their life. However, like you said, all we can't control is ourselves. Mm-hmm. So make sure that you're giving your very best, like you said. Make sure that you're providing your gift and your service to the world, and lift those around you up so that they can do the same. Mm-hmm. We can go so much further than killing each other.
Okay, well, that's place I know you have to go. What can we do today to continue carrying on what he was about and what he was doing?
So I know it's a lot of people like streaming his music. Yes, stream his music. Share his music with the kids. They need to hear it too. Explain to them the messages that he is giving in his music. And not only that, but live out what he is saying. He has given the blueprints. Go start you a business. Go buy property and build a legacy for your family through real estate, which I know I'm very passionate about and can start talking about forever. But those are the biggest things is listen to what he was saying and apply that knowledge to your life. Don't just be listening just to listen.
Right.
Get out there and really hustle and motivate.
Thank you, Destiny, for taking this moment that we wanted to take this moment to honor his life and what he was doing in our community. A great work. Our prayers to Lauren London, our prayers to his daughter, his son, our prayers to his family, his fans, and to everybody that's out there mourning. We pray for you, and let's just take this moment. It's a big lemon we've been dealt, but let's find a way to bring something positive out of it. Thank you.